So today I have a really exciting tutorial for you guys. This is going to be a strobing tutorial. This is the new trend, the new highlighting trend that is so popular. You see it everywhere. I've only seen a very small amount of videos on this, and I have seen it all over Instagram though, so I'm really excited to kind of hop on this trend and show you guys a tutorial. And this is just kind of my take on strobing. This definitely, I'm not claiming it's the perfect way to strobe or the correct way to strobe, but it's the new basically way to highlight and contour, but you're not even contouring, you're just highlighting. I have no bronzer, no contour, no nothing on my face at all. It's just blush and highlighter, and that is it. So I think it's a really awesome technique. As you can tell, that is why it's called strobing. It's super like heavy highlighting and a very dewy, glowy face, and that's kind of the gist of strobing. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to get that. If you guys want to learn how to strobe your face, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to get started with this tutorial, I've already done like majority of my eye makeup and my brow makeup. I just have to do, when I'm finished with this tutorial, I just have to finish doing the under eyes. My face is obviously pretty red, so the strobing technique, what it basically is a very luminous face, and it's like, it's highlighting without the contouring. Like, you don't contour at all, you just highlight, and you're basically accentuating the highlighting on your face. So I want to start with this semi-dewy-ish luminous foundation. So because the only one that I have that's actually dewy and luminous is way too light for me, I'm going to mix two. So I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible one that I always use. You guys have seen me use this in a couple of tutorials now. And I'm going to mix it with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi to kind of make my perfect shade. Okay, so I'm just going to start to basically put this all over my face. Okay, and I'm just going to start to apply this to my face. My nose is a little bit runny, you guys, so like if I'm sniffing, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's up. Okay, so now that I have like the base of this on, I've got all the foundation on, I'm going to take a concealer to highlight, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just going to use this to highlight in a triangular motion underneath my eyes. You guys know I always go down the bridge of my nose, mainly to cover like the redness and the freckles that the foundation doesn't get. I'm gonna go onto the forehead. Now this is highlighting, so remember that this is, since this is basically all highlighting, you're gonna do use a lot of highlighting products. That's the focus of the strobing, so that's why obviously we're doing so much. I can take a beauty blender and just start to blend that highlight out. Okay, so there's the concealer. I'm already looking super highlighted. I'm going to take the NYX Contour Pro Palette. You guys know I've been loving this. And I'm going to take these two shades right here, mix them together to set where I put the concealer. So I'm going to be putting it underneath the eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin just a little bit. Also to kind of tame the oils down throughout the day. Guys, so now that I have mainly set all of my makeup with, or all of the concealer with the NYX Pro palette, what I'm going to do is start bringing some of that luminosity in, and I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Dim Light, and it just looks like this. And I'm going to go over top of where I just put all of that powder, and I'm just going to also set it with this. So I'm using this because a lot of people use them for highlighters, but to be honest, in my opinion, I don't find that they have the shimmer and the glow that I like. So for like a really heavy highlight at least. So what I'm doing is they actually call these setting powders. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically using it as a setting powder, and because they do have that tiny bit of luminosity and glow in them, it's gonna make everything look just so pretty and luminous. So I'm just kind of going at where I put the other powder, and I'm just going over it with this powder as well. So basically, before I start any of the intense highlighting, I'm going to go ahead and put a blush on, and I'm going to use a cream blush first and then set it with a powder one. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. blush in Superstar. I'm just going to take that on this Real Techniques Duo Fiber brush and basically just put the blush where you would usually put your blush. Obviously, I don't know what else to say. I am setting this with a powder, so just remember that when you're putting the blush on. Try not to go too intense with the cream if you choose to do cream. You don't have to do cream first, I just am because it's going to add to that luminosity. I'm basically just going to use that black brush to just kind of soften without like any more product on it. Just kind of soften up the edges. And if you feel like you've gone like too heavy on the cream blush, you can just take your foundation brush and just gently go over it, just to kind of, you know, soften it up a little bit and blend it better. And the blush that I'm going to use is a very luminous blush. This is going to add to the luminosity, add to the strobing effect. And I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This is one of my favorite blushes, and it goes perfectly with my eyes today. But this blush is perfect for this because it is so luminous. I mean, it's called Luminoso. It's going to give you that glow and kind of help out with that strobing highlighted effect. And I'm just going to kind of put this. And as you can tell, I already have some glow there. So just like that, I know it looks super heavy, but it's actually not as heavy in person as it is on camera, but I will go ahead and blend it. For heavy right now, but I'm going to take a blush or a brush and just kind of very gently, just kind of almost just like flicking motions up to blend it. So as usual, my camera is picking up more, my blush is way more dramatic than it actually is in person, but it looks really pretty and really luminous already in person. As you can tell, I'm already getting that strobe effect. So for my actual highlight, this is where the real strobing comes in. I'm going to take Benefit What's Up highlighter. What my technique is with strobing is I kind of like to use a cream product first to kind of keep that luminosity and dewiness into the skin, and then set it with a powder that's also dewy so it doesn't really take away from the luminosity or anything. So that's what my technique is also with the highlighting. So I'm going to take a little bit of Benefit What's Up highlighter, and I'm just going to take that on this small little duo fiber brush. I'm just basically grabbing some of that product, and I'm just going to start to add it to where I would usually highlight. But in strobing, what I've noticed is people kind of go to like right here at the top of the apple as well. So that's what I'm also going to do. I'm not just going to stick with right here. I'm going to really bring it down and kind of make a C effect with this. And you just really see that strobing effect coming on here. And I'm just going to put a little bit above the arch of the brow. Bring some of that in the center of my forehead. You guys can really start seeing the luminosity going here. Okay, so usually I would not bring highlighter all the way down my nose. I usually just put it on the tip, but for this tutorial, I'm going to bring it all the way down the full length of my nose. Just like that, on my chin. And with my finger, I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it just above the cupid's bow and then blend it out. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. This is the, that's just with the Benefit What's Up highlighter. And I'm going to now take the NYX palette again and use these two colors mixed, these very two in colors mixed. And I'm going to, once again, kind of set where I put that cream product. And I'm just going to use an e.l.f. small tapered brush. And I'm just going to lightly set because this already is kind of dramatic. I don't want to overdo it, but that's what strobing is. So I'm just kind of lightly kind of setting where I put that cream. Okay, you guys, and that is honestly how you strobe. It is a super highlighted technique. It's really pretty, it's dewy, it's glowy, it's beautiful. I am going to go finish off the rest of my face. I've got to put lipstick on and finish up my eyes real quick, and I'll be right back with you guys to finish up this video. Okay, you guys, so I now have my lipstick and the rest of my eyes done, and that is the strobing tutorial. It's super highlighted, it's definitely dewy. I think it's perfect for summer because you have so much like luminosity coming off of your skin. I think it's beautiful. I definitely wouldn't wear this for like every day because it is super highlighted, but I actually really like it. I thought I was gonna not like it so much because of the contouring or because there is no contouring, but I actually think it looks super chic and beautiful, and it's just like a different makeup technique, and I always think it's fun to kind of play around with your makeup every once in a while and try something new. So this is definitely new, but it's definitely so pretty and beautiful. This may be too much for some people, but if it is too much highlight for you, I would just say tone it down a little bit, but that is the technique, is to have this super glowy face. So I really hope you guys like this tutorial. If you did like this tutorial, give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys want to see more videos like this one, then subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.